Hello and welcome to Flashback, a look back on some of N.E.W's finest moments from the archive, and we're going back to Conflict, 27 for the third 16er win, and it's the N.E.W women's title.
It's quite some time ago, and of course it would be a triple threat for the title. First out, and all three of these women, I must add, as well. It's the second match for each of them. Diana Simmons, of course, defeating Alice Young, as we've covered on the first flashback.
Yeah, absolutely. The Brazilian behemoth Diana Simmons, now a member of True Force, first out here tonight. I mean, the size of this woman, even back then, was awe-inspiring to watch. I mean, look at this arena as well. This is what I love about these flashbacks.
Yeah, the crowd
a quarter full of best.
Quite tremendous. Not to mention, we were touring around the world rather than honing our craft at home, shall we say. This, of course, as well. I mean, you noted the house crowd, but this was even our first FE since Brawl started, essentially. This match was the show opener again, but thankfully after this, the women's title would gain more importance and move its way up the card.
Well, yes, Lisa Chase going through her punk rocker stage. Looks a lot like you, actually. These two guys sharing a wardrobe at this point. I mean, can you fill us in on anything that's going on back there? What is exactly the nature of your relationship with Lisa Chase?
I refuse to answer these questionable questions.
What the hell is she? My God, that is not a wrestling outfit. Wow.
Again, the whole rebel side of her. Again, I'm a big fan of the attitude era that she was, wanted to prove that women could still be both sexy and vicious. Emma Zander, surprisingly, in this flashback, again, many remember her as a manager before she started wrestling again, but this was when she was first trying it out before actually taking under the managerial role instead.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of people forget that Emma Zander was having herself had a pretty formidable career before William Zander kind of really persuaded her, if you will, to go into management, and she became better known as a manager than a wrestler, and is now having to rebuild a career piece by piece, essentially.
Now you see the original championship.
Are those two guys still actually married, the Zanders? I mean, it seems a bit frosty if you ask me.
Well, this match kicking off here, and again a triple threat, quite a strange dynamic.
Is there commentary in this?
Yes, there was back then. Again, terrible version of me being forced into a commentary booth alone when all I wanted to do was wrestle, but as always the staff was thin. What a powerhouse that Diana Simmons was.
You've had about 4 minutes of dead air already. There he is. Can't hear a word you're saying.
Well, of course the audio has been turned down for our commentary being over it. Could turn it up to the point where you can hear it. Well, Extreme Rules as it was as well. Oh. Diana Simmons, interestingly enough, being the one to go for the bat.
Let's not subject the fans to her.
Diana Simmons being thrown to the outside.
Any more of your commentary than we have to. It's a great run against the ropes there.
And Emma Zander.
Emma Zander onto Lisa, the very scantily clad Lisa Chase, my goodness.
And Lisa Chase, of course, coming in with Psycho Sonia, and that's exactly who Emma Zander beat to get into this match. Again, wanted to be taken very seriously as a wrestler, and as we say, dropped to being a manager before coming back to wanting to be taken seriously as a wrestler.
It's been a long and winding road for Emma Zander. I mean, William Zander's certainly played its part in all of that. Diana Simmons still a force to be reckoned with to this day. It's interesting to think about, Lisa Chase and Diana Simmons, unquestionably two of the, I call them it all the time in the tag team division, two of the founding blocks of the women's tag team division. I mean, and Emma Zander around the same time as those two, and what completely different career parallels they They
Yeah,
have,
what
really.
a different road Emma Zander could have travelled down should she have stuck with the wrestling side of things.
What might have been. Well, Lisa Chase now trying to take control of this one, but Diana Simmons, ever present, huge power there. We see that one. There's weird, bright colours here by Diana Simmons.
Well, I mean, this was back when she was loved by the crowd, of course, an enemy of Alice Young at this point. Oh, and
what's
a
this?
short-lived double team here, double
Yeah.
DDT.
Yeah, I find it interesting the amount of double teams,
But I can guarantee
both
the team
performed
will
by
perform
Chase
well.
and Simmons in this matchup, perhaps showing a glimpse of their tag team futures.
Well, and again, only the second match in for all of these, so still sort of getting used to everything and
Is that,
being forced in on a free extended event. A
is
lot
that
of
the referee
pressure.
that got fired?
It may have been.
The fat dude who could never count right. What the hell is that dude's
reverse
name?
STO, I forget.
I forget everyone's name. It's one of those days today.
Oh,
Driving ahead.
Diana
into
Simmons
the
again.
go for
The
another
big
kick.
sweep. The customary ass shot.
Gets a one.
Only getting the
Gets
one.
two.
Oh,
Oh.
stiff forearm. Something else is stiff after that outfit by Lisa Chase. And she's going for the bats. Oh, no stranger to hardcore. Pretty obviously from that outfit. Diana Simmons is still on the bat and is taking it to Emma Zander. Oh, the carnage.
well, you've got to applaud her efforts to try and get ratings here. Back in this time.
Wasn't Goldman still active at this point?
Yeah, Goldman was still a wrestler, still seeking the world title at this point. Also starting into his tag team ventures. Oh, nice stunner there from Diana Simmons.
Back body drop.
Backdrop from Emma Zander though.
Big back body drop that was.
Oh, the baseball bat
bat.
being used by Lisa Chase, who has just unleashed that outlaw nature onto both of her opponents, and again crowning the first women's champion here. Was arguably less historic than it should have been. Nowadays, Adrian Goldman firmly behind the women's division. Oh, and there's Anders' turn with that baseball bat.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Oh,
Extreme Rule's always been a factor of N.E.W. since the very beginning. Oh, bats, ladders, chairs, flaming tables, you name it. It's pretty much been done. Oof, hard shot there. Lisa Chase, I mean, try to grab ratings or not, you can see the pedigree already by Chase, still very early in her N.E.W. career. Misses that big drop kick. Simmons got out of it. Oh, what an uppercut. And again, swift forearm smash.
again, all three wanting to prove they can still hang
Becoming the centre of attention here.
in this
Not in a good way.
ever fierce competitive business. It kind of shows, with all three of them still being around today,
Oh, look at this.
that it's paid off for them.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've not seen Emma Zander for quite some time, but yeah, she's still attached to the company as far as I'm aware. Diana Simmons and Lisa Chase still ever present on N.E.W. Raw.
Ella going for the
Looking
pinball.
forward, of course, to seeing the Outlaws face Foxy Valentine at
Somehow get
our
back to
first
her
ever
feet
free
right
extended
now.
event on the Golden Age. Violence is Golden, excuse me. The first of the Golden Age, there we are. I knew he'd get his name in there somewhere. Diana Simmons here with the pin. Oh!
Gets so
Well, that's
many,
breaks it off.
so many
Going for the
pinfalls
pinball, but no success.
in this matchup.
So, I mean, what was the locker room like back then? Back
Chaos.
in the day?
Absolutely. I mean, today there is a lot more order to it, as chaotic as it can be at times. It was
Oof.
genuine chaos at this point. This is still in the era of the booking committee.
That baseball bat that has been used quite a lot
Oh.
in this match so far.
Electric chair drop there.
Alexander almost landing on Lisa Chase
I
there.
didn't
That
think it was no
devastating
quick
electric
disqualification,
chair
but
by Diana Simmons. What a counter there by
referee
Chase,
had-
though.
seemed to
Again,
have
every-
missed it.
Everyone was just kind of thrown in and left to their own devices and just called in sporadically almost. I mean, there are essences of sort
Okay,
of,
that's right,
rankings
that's
here. You can see that
Oh,
Diana Simmons has made made it into it because of her first victory, but again, they were clearly quite new to wrestling at this point. Perhaps the first free extended event was not a wise place to put them.
Oh, it was very much. I mean,
Successfully
obviously we touch
picked
upon
with that
development
part
territories now, and we have had development programs and development talent come through the ranks pretty consistently. We even have a junior division nowadays, but
And many can surprise, I'm not denying that, and of course the legends that are, and
well,
they are known as now.
Diana Simmons, Lisa Chase, I mean, with no disrespect to Amazanda, I mean, those two ladies have definitely proved that this system can and does work. Two of the most decorated females in that locker room, no question.
Yeah, having to find their feet quickly.
I wonder if they knew back then how much they would get to know each other. Lisa Chase and Diana Simmons, the feud, of course, between True Force and the Outlaws, almost stuff of N.E.W. legend. Diana Simmons with a pin. Oh, Lisa
Tales
Chase
as old
breaks
as
it up.
time, as some
After
would
two.
say.
Took her time, you're absolutely right, but that double axe handle braked up the can of free. Oh, leg scissors there from Chase.
Lisa Chase now. The Bulldog.
Gives her a bulldog. Try and take her down.
Again, we've seen in our flashback episodes the chaos that was in the crowning of the first N.E.W. champion, Vega.
Big red body dropping.
Yeah, the Monster Ramon then, of course, will get another chance at the world title. One of 5 men that the Cowboy must defeat to hold on to that world heavyweight championship. I mean, some have called it impossible odds, but the Cowboy's got to give it a go anyway. I mean, this one, you know, I kind of feel sorry for you. You know, you're clearly not a broadcaster at this point. I mean, there's a lot of dead air.
Oh yeah, I mean,
You know,
I had no idea what I was doing. I was kind of just commenting as a wrestler, essentially.
Well, you know, I kind of feel sorry for you. You're on your own. I mean, everyone's kind of new to what they're doing. These 3 guys are all hungry, so they're going to try and put on a show.
I had my own goals in mind.
Exactly. That can't have been easy for anyone involved. Just shows you how far N.E.W. has actually come. When you look at it, the evolution is exactly what kind of Flashback was created for.
Yeah, of course, and as we get further on, you'll see some of the other chaotic moments. I mean, we had to put the first women's champion in there to see later down the line how much this division actually progresses. Brutal DDT there from Lisa Chase.
I personally can't wait to get to some of our later pieces of action. I mean, the Cowboy Roy submission classic.
Oh yeah, against Guillermo Diaz.
I mean, to name but a few. I mean, of course, the kick heard round the world.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of the reason Flashback ended up coming around.
Some infamous matches.
Also, we have some very interesting ones planned for the near future, coming to you monthly when there is not a free extended event. Diana Simmons picking up the pieces here.
Exhausted. All 3 of them have been through a brutal beating with that baseball bat at one point in this match at least.
Oh. That reverse STO again.
They're all taking some heavy shots from one another. Like that backbreaker.
Diana Simmons. Just that ringmanship. Just showing through here, even if it is a bit, you know, a bit touch and go at times, because there is that, that rookiemanship. Oh, what a manoeuvre.
These guys are all very new to the game.
For a pin again.
Chase looking to become the women's champion for the first time, but could not get the pinfall.
1 of 4, I believe, for Lisa Chase. One of the most decorated women champions in N.E.W. history. She certainly proved a point about being beautiful and deadly.
Oh, but look at that super kick out of nowhere, because Chase was too busy paying attention to getting a pin on Amazanda.
Oh, but that was close.
And Diana Simmons nearly won the match. Xander looking to take advantage, and
Oh, look at
we've
that.
seen that manoeuvre come back into fashion recently. That leg says a DDT.
Chaos breaks that one up.
It's amazing how the old becomes a new once again in this crazy
Russian
business.
leg
Russian
sweep.
leg sweep. No stranger to that manoeuvre either.
Oh no, there's that pump.
But this
handle
was
follow-away.
Diana Simmons'
Oh.
finisher at the time. A nice
Simmons.
pump handle follow-away
That's gonna be
slam.
surely
Absolute
first
carnage.
chaos
What
break.
tremendous power.
Chase could not
Not
answer the
quite
call,
quick enough.
and with that, Diana Simmons will become our first
Simmons, the
N.E.W Women's Champion. And again, we can't wait to show you the evolution of what would actually become.
Yeah, I mean that woman would become the Brazilian behemoth, one of the most decorated women's champions in all time, and of course one half of the extremely deadly True Force, alongside her then bitter rival at the time of this match, in Alice Young.
Yes, I
What a
mean
force to be
I
reckoned
believe
with.
we're going to see more of their matches as time goes on, as well as to how that became a team that would destroy the women's division. As with the Outlaws, their career throughout, and many others.
Oh.
And thank you for joining us on this flashback, and there will be
May have mattered, but
won't be another one next month, because that will be Violence is Golden, but there will be one a month after that.
here's our new N.E.W Women's Champion, Diana Simmons. We've got a good match coming up for you next. It's a falls count anywhere between Green Bunny Hardwin and Tyler York. Two really tough opponents. One of 3 matches that don't have a title attached to it. But I can still guarantee